Join Douglas MacMillan every Sunday afternoon at 2 for an hour of music and song from the Celtic nations and beyond. In traditional and modern styles and in languages both native and adopted, hear the Celtic world brought right to your home through the magic of radio. That's Celtic World, Sundays at 2 on Otago Access Radio, 105.4 FM and 1575 AM, and online at www.oar.org.nz.
Hello and welcome to Celtic World. I'm your host Douglas MacMillan, Clanadonia there from Scotland with Hamsterheid, a a rather typical pipe and drum tune of the likes of Albernac, Shore Patrol perhaps, Clan and Drummer certainly. Seems to be becoming a bit of a genre in its own right. Another Scottish group up next, Runrig with Ard, which is sung in Scottish Gaelic, Ard meaning high. I think people in our local area here may be familiar with that. The place names such as Ardmore and Ardgown, just west of Oamaru there. Anyway, this is typically anthemic rock Runrig type tune, and here they go. Next up, it's another Scottish band whose style is sometimes described as heavy folk, whatever that means. They do indulge in a bit of folk fusion, Celtic fusion in this case, I presume. Anyway, this particular track is a fusion of traditional accordion music with a funk rhythm. So here with the 24-ounce steak is Burach. Some more Celtic fusion now with a group which includes bagpipes but is not from Scotland like the previous 3 tracks have been. This one is from Florida in the United States, a group called Lucid Druid. Their compositions are generally progressive in nature, meaning they're usually a little longer than most compositions. They involve unusual time signatures, changes of tempo and tone, and here they are with a track called Port Fairy Suite. A group that blends modern and traditional Galician instruments, melodies and rhythms is of course Verde roca, and here they are with Toxo Verde.
to Celtic World on Otago Access Radio, 105.4 FM. Real people, real radio.
Peatbog Faeries with Jake's on a Plane. Now Serbian band Orthodox Celts with a song Against the Wind, a rather simple song, fairly nondescript in its own way, middle of the road sort of rock. Just would be rather unremarkable were it not for the fact that it's ornamented with Celtic type ornaments, and to my mind anyway, and you could call me biased, and perhaps I am, that I think that's what lifts this particular song out of the middle of the road, and yeah, makes it quite a nice little tune. Here we go.
As tired I am now, hanging on a string of fate. The hours gone, the hours go, counting steps, I lose control, and life still goes on. Against the wind, the years have gone. Against the wind, I stand alone. Against the wind, without a tear. Against the wind, without a my tide and useless hands, trying to move, trying to feel. I see the shade of death that's sneaking all around, waiting chance to grab my soul. The hours come, the hours go, surrounding way is not my own, and life still goes on. Against the wind, the years are gone. Against the wind, I stand alone. Against the wind, without a fear. Against the wind, without a
Now a track from Ashley MacIsaac, the Canadian fiddler from Cape Breton Island. Now, where's my notes? Just hang on a tick. Unfold my piece of paper. Gosh, I should have been prepared before I hit the mic button. Anyway, this became a Canadian top 40 hit, it says here, in 1995 when the album Hi, How Are You Today was released. The vocals by Mary Jane Lamond, who is a Canadian singer in Scottish Gaelic. So here they are now with Sleepy Maggie.
Down
Even a paired back sound with traditional folk instruments can be something quite special and just lift itself out of the mainstream of folk music. And the group Flook springs to mind immediately when you think of innovative sounds with just a small number of traditional instruments. So here they are to enjoy with performing Bruno. Radio, another show just about over. You have, of course, been listening to Celtic World on Otago Access Radio, 105.4 FM, 1575 AM. This and all shows are streamed live and are available as a podcast. If you wish to subscribe to a particular podcast, you can do so via iTunes. Just check out the website at www.oar.org.nz to find out more. Well, I'll finish this show with a country song, I suppose you would call it, by Canadian group Great Big Sea. It's called Our Town, and it's a song of parting. And if we recall that country music did in fact descend from the Scottish folk tradition of the immigrants to America, and that parting songs are a particularly notable genre of song in the Gaelic tradition in particular, we can recognise some very distinct Celtic qualities to this particular song. And it's quite fitting that it's a parting song, and before I part, I will express the hope that you enjoyed the show, and I will thank you for listening. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and thanks for listening.
Just down the street beside the bright neon light, where I met my baby on a hot summer's night. She wanted to tender and ordered a beer. It seems 40 years and I'm still sat here. I can see the sun sinking fast, just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, good night and kiss me goodbye. Hold on to your love because your heart's gonna cry. Good night and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun going down on our town, on our town? Good night. My baby and I had my first kiss. Walked along Main Street in the cold morning mist. Well, over there, well, I bought my first car. It turned over once, now it won't go far. I can see the sun sinking fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, good night and kiss me goodbye. Hold on to your love because your heart's gonna cry. Good night and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun going down on our town, on our town? Good night. Sat on the porch and watched the lightning bugs fly. Can't see too well for the tears in my eyes. I leave tomorrow but I don't wanna go. I love my town, you're always living my soul. I can see the sun sinking fast, just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, good night and kiss me goodbye. Hold on to your love because your heart's gonna die. Good night and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun going down on our town, on our town? I can see the sun sinking fast, just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, good Good night and kiss me goodbye. Hold on to your love because your heart's gonna die. Good night and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun going down on our town, on our town? I can see the sun sinking fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, good night and kiss me goodbye. Hold on to your love because your heart just died. Good night and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun going down on our town, on our town? Good night.